Hey there, guys. This is Faith Hunter, and I am back with another post yoga practice. Now, this is just on the fly. I did it, I think I've done it twice before where I've come back from a walk slash run kind of thing, or I've come from the gym and I'm like, you know what, I just need to cool down, stretch a little bit, and yeah, release any tension, but also do a little recovery for those muscles. So it's Sunday. It is a couple of days before my birthday. My birthday is on September 10th, so it is September 8th. And I'm back in New Orleans. And so I was like, Sunday morning, let me go for a quick walk slash run. I kind of mix it up a little bit depending on how many tourists are out there. And yeah, it wasn't too hot today. It's perfect actually. It's like in the high 70s. The sun was out. It was a gorgeous day. So let's go ahead and get started. Come into a cross-legged position, and I just want you to center if you're joining me. If you're just watching, who cares? Just kind of draw yourself into this present moment. I just actually want to just give thanks for my life. On the walk today, it was just so beautiful outside. And I had an opportunity to walk through the quarters, go into Congo Square, tap into some ancestral wisdom, and just breathe and feel as I moved through the park, Armstrong Park. And then I journeyed to the river. And I just feel really thankful, really blessed, really deeply honored to travel this journey that I'm on. And so breathe in, sweep those arms high overhead as you finish out your gratitude. Interlace your fingers, press the palms up to the sky. I'm just going to rock your rib cage from right to left. So keep in mind that I'm doing this kind of practice because these are the areas of the body that I need to stretch out and move. I want to take the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, draw the knuckles down, maybe lift the chest and chin. Stretch out the front of the body. Come on back to center. I'm going to do a little tapping here because that's what feels right. So basically, I'm just kind of tapping. You can also massage, tapping my collarbone, clavicle area, just kind of getting all over there. And then I'm going to place my hands right around my collarbone and then draw it down and then lift my chin so I get a stretch here. Come back to neutral, chin parallel. Place the hands right there on your chest. Draw that meat down, that skin down. And then slowly lift the chin, drop the head back. Keep breathing deeply in and out of your nose. Come on back to neutral. I was on a plane the other day, so I just feel really still kind of tight in my shoulders and my neck. So I'm just going to move my head around a little bit. Drop your chin down by your chest, right ear to right shoulder. Circle it all the way around, left ear to left shoulder, and back to center. I'll take a few more of those. Nice, easy, gentle rolls, almost like you're drawing a circle with your nose. And reverse direction. So as I was walking through the quarters today, I mean, I never keep up on anything. Sometimes the local stuff kind of passes me by, but It's game day here. Saints are playing, so everyone was out heading to the dome. It's kind of nice to see everybody dressed up. All right, so you're going to just do some little head rotations, turn to the right and then turn to the left. So turn your head to the right and then gently to the left. And turn your head to the right and to the left. It's kind of how I felt like when I was walking through the quarters, because there's tourists everywhere. And then, of course, it's game day. And I'm like, to the right of me and to the left of me. There's a Saints jersey to the right and to the left. All right, a few more. Come on back to center. And let's do some shoulder shrugs. So lift the shoulders up and drop them down. Lift them up, inhale, exhale, relax. One more. And then just shake it out. Shake those arms out. I'm going to make my way over to my hands and knees. So come on to all fours, spread the fingers wide. So if you're probably looking at my mat, I have two mats down. So this is kind of like my regular yoga mat. I kind of use this when I'm doing more of like a vinyasa flow. And this other mat is called an aura mat. And I use that when I'm doing like some yoga nidra, something really slow. I use it for my kundalini, my meditations. Sometimes I just get on it and just chill. All right, just so you're like, why are there two mats there? Okay, so wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Spread the fingers wide. Just going to rock those hips from right to left. Just listening to Beyonce on my walk. Oh, I'm kind of like, I have to say, I'm moving my hips around. So I'm doing more of like an organic cat and cow. I really kind of dropped into a zone. I was thinking about my walk and the music I was listening to. So I'm just rotating those hips around, making nice big circles, moving my spine around organically. And then at some point, you can start to move into a little cat-cow. So when you inhale, lift the chest, exhale, round the back. You can find your own pace and rhythm with this. I'm going to actually pick up the pace a little bit. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bring your hips to meet your heels. Find a nice child's pose. Let those hips become heavy towards your heels. And I'm doing a little extra stretch here through the side body. So I'm reaching the arms a little further towards the top of the mat. So I feel the side body, but also even the armpit area. I'm feeling that nice stretch. I'm going to walk the hands all the way over to the right side. So I'm getting a little extra stretch through the left side of my body. Then inching my hands all the way over to the left. And the hips are still nice and heavy towards the heels. One more breath. You're going to bring yourself back to center. Slowly roll back up into all fours. Spread the fingers wide. And then we're going to move the legs. So you're going to take your right leg back behind you. And that little cat-cow shape that we took earlier, we're going to do it here. So inhale, right leg up. Exhale, around the back. And just kind of take maybe about 10 on your own. And then reach that right leg back. Flex the right foot, press the heel behind you. Just a little core work. Sweep that left arm out in front of you. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the left hand down. Drop the right foot back behind you. Drop onto the sole of the right foot. Bring all of your weight onto the left hand and the left knee. Reach your right arm up to the sky. It feels so good. Keep pressing down through the outer edge of your right foot. You can even take that right arm overhead for a little extra stretch. And then if you want a little core work, a little more, you can lift that right leg up. Press the right heel behind you. One more breath. Drop the right hand down, drop the right foot or right knee down. Go in and curl your toes under and then find your down dog. And once you find your down dog, pedal your feet, shift your hips a little bit from right to left. Inhale out to plank pose. Bring your shoulders over your wrist. Lower your knees, belly, and chest to the mat. Tops of the feet on the earth. Slowly lift up baby cobra or come up like I am for a nice little king cobra. Slowly bring the hips to meet your heels. Stretch your body. Child's pose. Rise back onto all fours. We're going to do all that again. We're going to start with that hip swing once again. And then let's do a little cat-cow. Inhale, lift the chest. Give your body a little wiggle jiggle. And then let's add the leg. Left leg reaches out behind you. Breathe in. Exhale, round. We have 10. Inhale, reach the left leg back. Reach your right arm out in front of you. Press through the left heel. Draw the navel point in. Keep holding. And then go on and add on. Drop the right hand down. Lower the entire sole of the left foot. Sweep the left arm up to the sky. Again, you can keep that left arm reaching up or you can sweep that left arm overhead, really feeling it through the left rib cage. Stretching things out from the left hip all the way to the left armpit. And if you want, sweep that left arm up and then lift the left leg for a little extra core work. Building a little strength here. One more breath. Drop the left palm, lower the left knee, curl the toes, find that down dog. Again, hips to the sky. Your inner arches are parallel here in the process. Gazing right between your inner thighs. Just gonna bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Then inhale out to plank pose. Bring your shoulders over your wrist. Shift your weight here. Feeling the need to do a little extra core work here, so you're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down, lower your belly and chest to the earth, and then find your baby cobra, lifting the heart up, or come into king cobra. All right, so I'm gonna just gaze over my left shoulder for a little twist, and then gaze over my right shoulder for a little twist here. And then come back to center. Do a little breath work here. Take a deep inhale, exhale, lower down, pause. So the little breath work we're gonna do, we're gonna come back up to cobra, king cobra, and we're gonna do 5 lion's breaths. So basically you're gonna inhale through your nose, and when you exhale, you're gonna stick out your tongue. Okay, let's do this. Inhale, rise up. It's a very purifying and cleansing breath, yeah? Gets out all the toxins. Breathing in. Exhale, lion's breath. Inhale. 3 more. One more. Bring your hips back to meet your heels. Find child's pose once again. My knees are open wide here in this child's pose so that my belly and my chest can drop to the center. Feels so good. All right. So we're going to come back in that down dog, just keeping it simple here. Curl the toes, straighten your legs. Going to lift the right leg up to the sky behind you. I'm going to bend my right knee to just kind of open up that hip. Drawing the right knee up, and the right hip is going to stack over the left if you're doing this kind of three-legged dog version. And then I'm going to straighten that right leg. I'm going to step the right foot to the outside of the right hand and then lower the left knee. So we're in a wide lunge pose, almost heading to a lizard. I think we might do a lizard. Okay, but first, take the right arm up to the sky. Sink your hips, open your chest. One more breath. I feel the need to drop that right hand behind my back, actually, so a few more breaths here. And then slowly lower the right hand down. Now you can stay right here, palms rest on the mat for your lizard pose. You can also walk your hands out, come to your forearms. Oh, yeah. Get in those hips and hamstrings, baby. Oh, my. Although sitting on the plane, and I was in New York working on a project, so my body's kind of sore from that. Even though it wasn't terribly intense and physically intense, just, sleeping in a different bed, doing this, doing that, like everything's just so different. I was walking a lot too in New York. It just felt so good to get my walks in there. So I did keep that up, a little bit anyway. Okay, slowly lift up. Ooh. Heel toe that right foot in a little bit. So now your right hand is on the outside of your right foot. I'm going to draw my hips back so I'm straightening the right leg. The right foot is flexed and leaning out and over that right thigh. Deep breaths in. And go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so I'm going to lift my chest up just a little bit. The left fingertips are going to stay on the mat, and then I'm going to sweep the right arm up to the sky for a twist. Keep flexing the right foot here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, yeah, you probably feel it in your IT band, which is good stuff. Palms to the mat. Go on and step that right foot back. I think we should take another vinyasa here. Know that you can lower your knees and chest if you like, but I'm going to take a chaturanga. So inhale out into plank pose. Soften the elbows right by your ribcage for chaturanga, dandasana. Roll over to the tops of your feet for, ooh, delicious upward facing dog. And then hips to the sky, down dog. Okie dokie. I am cracking everywhere. I don't know if you guys can hear all that. Maybe not. Okay, left leg up. Breathe in. Bend the left knee. Open up your hip. Drop your chest. Soften that right heel. Keep holding here and reach through the fingertips. All right, straighten the left leg. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. And here we go to our variations of lizard. So drop your hips down. Lower that right knee. Hang out here for a couple of more breaths. Now you want to be mindful here. Keep that left leg, that left knee drawing in towards the left arm. So you don't want it to splay out. One more breath. Okay. Right palm stays on the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. And that left arm goes up to the sky. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Now, if you want, do a nice little inward rotation on that left arm, dropping the left hand behind you or somewhere over by your right hip. And then gently release that left hand to the inside of the left foot. Ooh, let's go on down. Walk those hands forward. Again, you can stay on your palms or you can come onto your forearms. You can even use a book or block or bolster pillow underneath your forearms if you'd like. Oh my, I had no idea my right groin was so tight. Sweet baby Jesus. I don't know if you guys have ever felt like that. If you have, drop a comment. Just like some days you're like, dang, what is my body doing? I think this is like one of those moments where I'm like, oh, yeah. My body is reminding me that I'm turning 54 in a couple of days. Oh, okay, baby. I hear you. Okay, so slowly lift up. Oh my God, enough of that. Ay, ay, ay. But it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It was a good stretch. Ooh, heel toe that left foot in. Let's get into that left hamstring. Draw your hips back. Lean your heart out and over that left thigh. Flex the left foot, of course. All right, lift your chest. So you're still in a nice little hinge, but you're not collapsing over the left leg. We're going to move into another twist. Right palm stays on the mat, or fingertips twist with the left leg straight. Sweep the left arm up to the sky. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. All right, bend that left knee. Last little vinyasa, palms to the mat. Step the left foot behind you. Oh, yes. Let's shake it out a little bit. Pedal your feet, shift your hips from right to left. And let's get in that last vinyasa. Breathing in, chest forward. Lower your knees and chest or take chaturanga. Inhale up, dog or cobra. And then I'm just going to immediately drop the knees to the mat. Draw my hips back and come into child's pose. And yeah, open the knees out a little wider in child's pose. Get in there. Deep breaths in and out. Kind of bending my elbows to get a little extra sensation through my arms, a little extra stretch those triceps there. One more breath. Release the hands down. If the elbows are bent, then slowly begin to lift your body up. All right. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna grab my bolster. That's what I'm feeling right now because I'm gonna hold some postures for a while. So I'm gonna grab my bolster and I'm gonna open my legs wide. I flex those feet, dropping my bolster right there in the middle. So I'm gonna do a forward fold, wide leg forward fold. So make sure if you need that extra prop or you just want it. I mean, today I just want it because I want to lounge and relax a little bit. Go on in, grab a pillow, and fold forward. Now be mindful as you take this forward fold not to roll the toes in. Try and keep your toes pointing up towards the ceiling.
Take a few more breaths. And then inhale slowly, lift your upper body. Take your time, pause, breathe in, exhale, breathe in, exhale. And I'm just going to sway my body from right to left, just rocking the upper body, feeling out my side body, my rib cage, just kind of noticing the sensations here. So I'm just kind of doing a little somatic movement here, just feeling. Then I'm going to slowly drop over to my left side. Sweep the right arm up overhead. And that left hand can rest on the floor or on your shin or somewhere around your knee or thigh, wherever you're going. And slowly lift up and then fold over the left leg with the chest going towards the left thigh. And still be mindful of the toes, so watch that right foot, try not to let it roll in. One more breath here. Slowly lift up, take your time, and then here we go. Just kind of feel it out. Just doing whatever you need to do before we transition to the other side. Doing a little flicking of my hands, releasing any stale energy. Just flicking the fingers. That might feel nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shaky, shaky, shaky. And then I'm going to lean into that right leg. Oh, yeah. Continue to flex the feet. Left arm can go overhead. Just going to observe and notice which side is a little tighter than the other, but don't judge it. Just notice it. Be a witness to those differences. Okay, slowly lift up. Now you're going to turn your torso so you lean out and over the right leg now. Holding here. And then slowly lift up. Pause for a moment again. And gently draw those legs in. We're going to come to our backs. So make your way onto your back. Nice and slow. Draw the knees. Oops, I forgot I had the hat on. I love my hat. Draw the knees in towards your chest. Just gonna give yourself a little rock. Maybe even make circles with the knees. And sweep those arms overhead. Do whatever you need to do. I'm gonna shake it out. And then bend the knees. I'm just gonna gently rock the hips, windshield wiper, moving the knees from right to left. Massaging your sacrum in the process as you rock your hips and knees from one side to the other. And I have to say, like this little hip rock, I love doing it on a regular. I mean, of course, I do it in my yoga practice. When I get on the mat, I often do it at least either lying on my back or sitting up, just rock the hips from right to left. But I also do it sometimes in bed before I go to sleep. And when I do that, it's really slow. And then I'll kind of also like hold to one side. So I'm getting in a twist, even place one foot on top of the knee. So in this case, my knees are going over to the right. My right foot's going to drop to that left knee and thigh. It's always an option. Then you swing to the other side. Then again, so I kind of do it on a regular and sometimes more than once a day. So in my practice, or just kind of like a quick little moment to release any tension from your hips if you're sitting at a desk. And of course, it's nice to do at night. You can even do it in bed. And then a few more swings after the hold. And then bring both knees into your chest once again. Kind of just giving my legs a nice little massage. Totally what it needed. Well, since I'm massaging, I may as well get my feet in. And then I'm going to reach over and grab my bolster. And this is going to be my place of relaxation, actually. I'm going to slide my bolster a few inches away from my hips so it's going lengthwise of the spine. And then I'm going to bring the soles of my feet together. Open my knees wide. And if you're doing this at home, you can slide a block or pillows underneath your thighs. It's up to you. But you want to be really mindful because it is a nice stretch on the inner thighs and you get into the groins, especially considering I said earlier that I didn't realize how tight my groins and inner thighs were. So that's kind of why I'm opting for this. I'm listening to my body. And I think that's the most important thing is that when you're moving, doing your movements, right? Your routine does not have to be the same. Even if you're watching something on video like this, and if you're like, oh yeah, I may need this little extra stretch, I may need to pause the video and hold here a little bit longer, or need to modify it and adjust it. Just kind of wind down. I'm going to open my arms out to cactus arms here. And what I want to share before I kind of close out is take your time. When I say take your time, I mean not just like moving through your yoga practice, but give yourself space and grace in every aspect of your life. There's no rush. Allow yourself to soak up those sweet moments in life. And even in those moments where there is challenge and struggle, give yourself time to feel the feels, process what you're experiencing, and then respond in a way that's authentic to you. And even taking a few moments to lounge on a bolster or on your pillow and just breathe creates that space. And know that you can stay here for as long as you like. There's no rush. I just want to say thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day. If you're watching this today, Sunday, have an amazing week. And stay spiritually fly. Ciao.